Hey guys, Fearstreet here and welcome to another video. Did you guys ever wonder that if you were to make an alt, how much would it cost to level that up from 1 to 60 by just buying boosts? Well, I'm going to answer that question in this video. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And when this video is uploaded to YouTube, I will also be live on Twitch to answer any questions you guys might have. So feel free to come to the stream and ask me any questions you have. Okay, for level 1 to 8 or 1 to 10, I have this spreadsheet here which you can use to reference your cost. Costs are going to be different for a lot of people. It's going to depend on the XP you're receiving. It's going to depend on the cost of those runs. It's going to depend on what your current level is. So I have a scenario where you can calculate your price from any point in your journey. So let's say you're level 37. You can calculate how much it'll cost to level you up from 37 to 60 just from buying boosts. All you have to do is turn all these numbers above 37 to 0 and you're going to get an estimate cost here. Okay, so let's start with level 1 to 10. So for Alliance or Horde, you can approach this in two ways. You can level up from level 1 to 8 for Horde and 1 to 10 for Alliance in the open world by just questing and leveling naturally. Or you can click this link here and it'll take you to a video link and you can follow this boosting guide. So if you use this strategy, you're going to hit level 8 or 10 in around 30 minutes. I'm not going to explain this tactic here, but I'm just putting it here as a general guide. So let's say you leveled up from 1 to 10 with no help. This is going to be 0, right? Because you didn't pay for any boosts. And let's say you're starting to pay for boosts at level 11. Okay, so for level 11 to 20, I'm going to take my XP per session for the XP I get from Ragefire Chasm. So I get around 4000 XP per clear. It typically costs around 2 gold. Now, you can get this for free. I see a lot of mages selling Ragefire Chasm boosts for free, so just so that they can boost some of their guildies or friends. So you can adjust this any way you like. So for level 10 to 20, you're going to be going to Ragefire Chasm or Shadowfang Keep as a horde, and I have video links to both of them. And for Alliance, you're going to be going to Dead Mines or Stockades. You need to be at least level 10 to enter Dead Mines, and you need to be at least level 15 to enter Stockades. And for Ragefire Chasm, you need to be at least level 8. For Shadowfang Keep, I think it's level 9 or 10, I'm not sure. So once you hit level 20, you make your way to Scarlet Monastery, if you're Horde. If you're Alliance, you can actually stay in Stockades till level 30. But I'm gonna talk about the Horde side since I'm Horde and I have more knowledge about it. So once you're Horde, you really wanna make it to Scarlet Monastery. And here, you can see that you start getting a lot of XP per sessions. This is for one circuit, basically armory plus cathedrals. Now, obviously, this all depends on the mage that's boosting you. For example, there might be a better mage giving you more XP, let's say 12,000, and he might be charging more, let's say 9 gold. So you can adjust the cost like that. And also the XP you get is gonna definitely change depending on the average level of your group. So if your group has, let's say, 3 level 40s and you're level 20, this is probably going to become like 7,000 at that point because the average group level is favoring on the higher level side of your group. So this is why I made this chart. You can go to File, make a copy, and adjust these numbers, and you can get a rough estimate. This is what I got when I was boosting my mage to get the fastest /played world record time. I was getting around 10,500 XP per session. I could do 5 sessions per hour, and you can see that I was getting about 2 levels an hour. I charge 8 gold for my pulse, but you might be in a different server where they're charging maybe 5 gold, let's say, and you can adjust the whole table for 5 gold and everything's gonna update. But I'm gonna take my server into account and give you an estimate on the price based on my server, which is a high population server, Herod, NA East. This is the cost it's gonna take to go from level 21 to 42. About 623 gold. And you can say plus minus 50 gold, but this is going to be pretty accurate if you're in a group with proper mages doing the proper boosts. After level 42, you wanna head over to Marathon and start boosting all the way till 52. Now here, your XP gains become more linear. You'll start receiving almost the same amount of XP for every level, and you can see that it's gonna cost you around 51 gold. Let's say 50 to 60 gold a level. It's gonna cost you 51 gold to level up by 1 level, And you can see that as it progresses towards the higher levels, let's say level 41, it's going to cost you 73 gold. And as you can see, I put the link to the videos of those pulls you want to be doing. Just click on it and it'll take you to the video. It's going to help you to refer to what you're trying to do. And you can see here that just to level up by 10 levels, it's going to cost you 630 gold, more or less, with these prices in Marathon. And this is just for 10 levels. While in the other hand, SM costs you around 620, because as the difficulty and level goes up, so does the prices. And by the way, I didn't account for the gold you'll be making from looting the mobs in SM, Marathon, or RFC. If you take those into account, these numbers are generally gonna be smaller. Let's say you're gonna basically have this amount by just looting and vendoring stuff or auctioning stuff you get in boosts. Once you hit level 53 or 52, you can see that it opens up a lot of options here. For Alliance, you can start doing Stratholme runs or ZG runs. Both the links over here. And for Horde, you actually have 3 options. You can do Stratholme or Zul'Gurub or Gorshak spam. This is basically the XP you'll make per session in a ZG group when you have around 2 or 3 people in your party. And when there are like 2 people in the party, people charge around 20 gold. Now you can find groups where they charge 15 gold a run, but those groups will have around 3 or 4 people in the party, so this will also go down to like 20k. And as you can see, that it doesn't really change the total amount of money you're actually paying, so you can take that into consideration when you are buying boosts. You can use this chart in many ways. Let's say you want to level up from 1 to 30 naturally in the open world by just questing, and then you want to level up from 30 to 59 or 60 by buying boosts. So just take this number, bring it down to 30, all these numbers will turn to 0, and you're gonna get an updated value over here for the updated cost. Even here, let's say you are not gonna buy any boosts after you're level 52. Update these numbers, and this is how much it's gonna cost you to level from 30 to 52. And obviously, as I mentioned again before, this number is going to go down if you're looting and selling items you're getting from those boosts. And I also put this level 58 to 60 link in 15 minutes in this video, because some people might just want to go from level 58 to 60 in 15 minutes and get exalted with ZG in the process. So just click on this link, check this video out, everything explained here. And here on the right side, I put up another table just for reference on how many mobs you'll need to kill to level up. So for level 1, you need to kill 8 level 1 mobs to level up. On level 2, you need to kill 16 level 2 mobs to level up. And if you go up here, once you're level 50, you'll need to kill 500 level 50 mobs to level up. So you can see this goes up exponentially higher. Okay, so let me just answer the question I asked in the start of the video. How much is it going to cost to level up from 1 to 60? Okay, so from level 1 to 10, if you paid a hunter or warlock to do the level 1 to 10 boosts for you, let's say you paid him 100 gold for 30 minutes of his time, you leveled up from 1 to 10 in 30 minutes, spending only 100 gold. And this is good because let's say you're a mage, you can actually make 200 gold in an hour, so this is actually a profit in terms of saving time. Let's say you're paying 2 gold a run in RFC all the way to 20. It'll cost you 78 gold to grow from level 11 to 20. And for SM in Herod, people pay 8 gold to 10 gold a run for SMs. So you can see that for level 21 to 42, it's gonna take 623 gold, maybe more, maybe it's 50 gold more or 50 gold less, but this should be the proper amount. And obviously if you're rested, this number is gonna change. And then you go to Marathon at level 43 and you're paying 10 gold per run to level up from 43 to 52. It's gonna cost you around 630 gold, more or less. And for finally ZG, it's gonna cost you, let's say you're paying 17 gold a run. It's gonna cost you basically 900 gold to go from 53 to 60 if you're paying for boost. And this amounts to a net total of 2,300 gold. Now this seems like a lot, but this number will obviously go down if you're looting in any of these runs. Basically from SM, you can actually make a lot of money back from just looting. So you can take off 600 to 700 gold from this amount, and that's going to be your net cost. And you can actually see here that once you hit level 10, you are actually only done with 2.7% of your leveling journey. Once you hit level 20, you're done with 10%. Once you hit level 30, that's when you're done with 25% of your leveling journey. 50% is at level 43, and you can see that the last 7 levels of the game are actually 25% of your entire leveling journey. And here I put a link to the source from where I got all these numbers, and obviously I'll put a link to this URL in my server Discord. If you're not in my server Discord, join now. It's actually, you'll find a lot of useful information here. You'll also get to know whenever I go live on Twitch. You can ask different questions about everything basically you need to know about all my videos. And yeah, I'll put it, let me make a channel. I'll put the link in this channel over here. If you look for 1 to 60 boosting, this is where you'll find the link to this spreadsheet, and you can adjust it, you can edit it, make changes, and see how much it'll cost you to level up from 1 to 60. It's going to be different for all the servers. So if you enjoyed this video, please do leave a like and please subscribe. It means a lot to me, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.